the Caribbean at any time of year seems like a really great idea, but if you come in February, it's that little bit extra special because February is Carnival Week. And here in Trinidad, in Port of Spain, is one of the world's most famous carnivals and supposedly one of the most wild. Now there's also a lot of other things going on this week. There is the final of a global cocktail competition. There's a party called Juvet, which starts at 2 a.m. and goes on till dawn. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a week of sunshine, parties and very little sleep, but that sounds right up my street.
Trinidad and Tobago is the southernmost island country in the Caribbean. The country consists of many small islands, with two main larger ones known as, yes, you guessed it, Trinidad and Tobago. Of these two main islands, Tobago is perhaps more like the idyllic paradise island you'd come to expect from the Caribbean. However, for my stay, I'll be on what is considered to be the mainland, in Trinidad. I'm only here for a few days and will be seeking out as many of the local customs as I can, whilst I wait for the ultimate cultural event of the Trinidad calendar, Carnival. Rum plays a big part in Caribbean life, and Trinidad is no different. And so, in the interest of acclimatising myself for what is to come, I've arrived at the House of Angostura for a rum tasting experience.
So one of the first activities that I'm going to be doing today is taking a tour of the distillery and the factory area. And this is something that the general public can take part in as well. It's not just special for me. I'm very much looking forward to it because I've been told that, like quite a lot of brands, there are actually quite a lot of secrets going on here, some of which even the CEO doesn't know. So, although we are going to go around and film with you guys, there are a few little bits that we can't capture on camera.
Angostura bitters are considered to be the quintessential and definitive ingredient for classic and contemporary cocktails, but it was originally meant to be used as a medicine for the stomach. Angostura is one of the Caribbean's leading rum producers, and their superb collection of brands are considered to be the world's most awarded rum range, a range that has a geographic reach into 170 markets.
So although Angostura is nearly 200 years old, the recipe actually hasn't changed at all in all those years. And the process, despite being a much larger scale now, also hasn't changed very much. Having said that, it's fascinating to come into the Museum of Rum here, see lots of the old manufacturing items. There's an old percolator, even a giant bust of Simon Bolivar, which was given by the Venezuelan government as a gift to the company. And through this area, there's loads of old bottles, which I'm going to go and have a look at. Some of these rum bottles are just amazing. They're so decorative. My favourite is definitely this one, which is called the Limbo Drummer Rum, which is a 3-year-old rum, and unsurprisingly, it's a collector's item because it just looks so good.
The museum really is a unique experience, and the countless items on display are incredible to see. This, plus the smell of the rum in the air, has really got me in the mood to have a drink, despite how early it is.
So it is 11 a.m, which in Trinidad seemingly means it is rum o'clock, which is fine by me, being British. And I'm actually about to do a rum tasting. Now I've done plenty of wine tastings before, but this is the first time that I've had such a big selection of rum. Now with wine, I am able to pick up quite a lot of the flavours and the smells, but I'm not really sure about the rum, so I'm quite excited to take part and learn about all the different tastes.
We're given a few different Angostura brands to try, and some background into the age-old creative process by a master distiller. We even enjoyed a special visit from the CEO of the company, Mr. Peter Sandstrom. Once I'd experienced those wonderful rum tastes, I continued on with my tour, and to my delight, there is more than just rum to be found here.
So a slightly unexpected part of this tour is actually the butterfly room, and this is home to over 8,000 different species of butterfly which have been collected from all over the world. Now Trinidad and Tobago itself is home to a whole host of flora and fauna, and here alone there's over 600 different types of butterflies.
The Barcount Butterfly Collection is a wonder to behold. Who knew that so many species of butterfly could be found here? As evening closes in, I've signed up to join a food experience. Trinidad cuisine is a real blend of African and Indian flavours, so this is one I'm really looking forward to.
So one of my favourite things about coming to a new place is always trying the local food, and I find that the street food is definitely one of the best places to start. So I have come to an area called Lady Young Lookout, and this is named after the wife of a British general, and it's meant to be famous for its street food. I'm already getting some absolutely incredible smells, and I'm very hungry, so let's go and have a look.
The view from up here is incredible, and I've heard that this is one of the many viewpoints to enjoy stunning backdrops of Trinidad. Considering we're reasonably far away from the city, it's still quite busy here, a testament to the quality and variety of food on offer.
So when everything smells so good, it's hard to know where to start. So what we've actually been recommended is, rather than getting one large plate, we're going to get lots of little things to try and hopefully get a taste of the island.
There is so much to choose from, and my mouth is salivating at the sights, sounds and smells all around me. Fortunately, I don't have to wait long.
So the first thing we're going to be trying is a local corn soup, and it's full to the brim with loads of different kinds of vegetables, and apparently this is the kind of soup that people would have at home. It's healthy and hearty.
But we have quite a few fruits that starts with the French apple.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like pomerac.
It's actually quite rich, and I added a little bit of hot sauce, but it turned out to be quite a lot of hot sauce, so that's got a bit of a kick to it now. It's good, I love it.
What's the hot sauce now?
That was so heartwarming.
Hot
On a
sauce
cold day
now?
back home, this would be absolutely
Put a
incredible.
little bit, and if you want more, you can put.
Despite the spiciness of the soup, it was really delicious, and so I just kept eating, before moving on to the next food vendor.
So the next thing on the agenda, which I'm very happy about, is jerk chicken, of which I've been given quite a generous portion, considering it's meant to be a snack. And then you get to select your own sauces. So I've got extra jerk sauce, garlic, and what was the last one? Barbecue. Let's get stuck in. Nice big piece. Now that is good. It's so smoky. It's actually quite spicy again. It's a good job I'm good with spicy food, so I have a feeling that's going to be a recurring theme of the evening. This is just a perfect introduction to the food scene in Trinidad.
Heading back into the city, my food tour was just getting started.
Thanks. Okay, cool. So the next stop is just next to Memorial Park. There's a whole host of food vendors up ahead, and hopefully lots of new things to try.
With Carnival taking place in just a few days, Trinidad is buzzing and feeling busy. To avoid traffic, we've opted to walk, which with the smells in the air is proving to be a little bit of a tease.
It's nice to have so many options. There's lots of people out, lots of families. And although this is all still Trinidadian cuisine, there's obviously lots of influences from around the world. There's lots of Indian flavors, some Spanish flavors, and also a lot of jerk chicken too.
Eventually we arrived at our next tasting. I must say I was surprised by this choice, as I didn't know it was particularly Trinidadian, but I must have some.
So the next snack that I'm going to be trying is called pulori, which originally apparently is an Indian style snack, and that's why it's served with lovely sweet tamarind sauce. Well, that doesn't taste healthy, but it tastes damn good. It's like a savoury donut. It's quite dense on the inside, a little bit chewy, and very Moorish. So the next thing the group is trying is called bacon shark, and it's a fried bread served with some fried fish, or supposedly fried shark. And when I've been to a lot of Caribbean islands like Antigua and St. Kitts, a lot of the time what they said was shark turned out to actually be fish. But here, Apparently it definitely is shark, and I'm debating whether this is sustainable or not, so I think this is one I'm going to opt not to try.
Sustainability is an important issue to me, and I don't know enough about local fishing habits to make a decision this evening, even if it does look delicious. Besides, I've eaten a lot already.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
It's early morning here in Trinidad and I'm out for a stroll.
Now, I always like to make the most of my time on trips, so this morning I got up very early and I've come to explore the lovely Botanic Gardens. Now, these are known as some of the most delightful botanic gardens in the whole of the Caribbean, and they started over 100 years ago as a selection of gardens near the governor's house, full of imports from Venezuela and all over the Caribbean of a whole host of flora and fauna.
The Royal Botanic Gardens were established in 1818 and are situated just north of the Queen's Park Savannah. It's actually one of the oldest botanic gardens in the world. These well-maintained gardens remain one of the most beautiful parks in the Caribbean. With its wide variety of trees and flowers and well-laid-out footpaths, it's a popular site for walks, picnics and quiet recreation. And I can certainly see why.
The park is nearly 30 hectares with 700 trees, over 10% of which are indigenous to Trinidad. Now, usually on a Saturday it'd be pretty busy, but everybody's preparing for Carnival, so I've pretty much got the place to myself.
The gardens are open to the public every day from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. And if you're looking for somewhere to escape the city, this is a great spot. It's so great, in fact, that former governors of Trinidad have been buried here since 1819.
So with all the partying that's happening this week, it's actually quite nice to have a little bit of peace and quiet. So I think I'm going to enjoy this before I head back into the carnival atmosphere.
It's a stunning sight and such a peaceful place. In some ways, it's actually reminiscent of home, with the added bonus of being in the Caribbean. As much as I want to stay here longer, my time is short, and there is so much more to see and do. Parties and celebrations fill the air around carnival time, and I've been invited to attend a special event where it seems the carnival mood is already in full swing. Although for the people taking part, carnival is perhaps the last thing on their mind.
The House of Angostura Global Cocktail Challenge is about to start. The crowds are starting to arrive, and for somebody inside, this is a potentially life-changing moment.
Cocktail makers from around the world entered the competition, and now only a few remain, with the winner being decided by a celebrity panel of judges. They each have a set time limit to create their unique cocktail, whilst explaining the ingredients and their inspiration to the judges, with the best combination being the winner. Slipping out, I got the chance to chat with Angostura CEO Peter Sandstrom for his take on Trinidad.
Now, back in the UK, I think sometimes people make the mistake of thinking that everywhere in the Caribbean is the same. But I know it's not at all. Every island has its own personality. So what do you think it is about Trinidad that makes it so special?
Honestly, I think it's the people. I think if you come to this island and you meet the people, it is so culturally diverse. There's so many different people of different nationality, different races. They've all come from different parts of the world and are now residents in Trinidad, and they love to party. There's nothing like a Trinidadian party, which you'll experience at Carnival. I can assure you, my short time in Trinidad, I have been inducted to how to party, and how to party often and how to party long. So if you're wanting to see a smile on our face, the Trinidadian people are very proud people. They love Angostura, and that I think that's what it's really the people, and nice people, and I've been accepted and they want you to have a good time. They're very proud, as I said, they're very proud people, and any shape, any size, doesn't matter, any age, you'll see a Trinidadian dancing to soca.
I've got that to look forward to then.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've been with the company for about 8 weeks, you were saying?
8 weeks.
And do you have grand plans? What's next?
Well, what you find with Angostura is you find this beautiful product, the bitters product that everybody knows. It's synonymous with every great cocktail bar and the original cocktails. Angostura is in each of those. But what you do discover when you come here is Angostura has a phenomenal rum portfolio, and it's got an incredible authenticity in its rums. So those great blenders and those great master distillers are actually making some phenomenal rums, and that's what I would say. That's my job, to not only tell everybody how to use Angostura in different shapes and make a great cocktail, but also to bring our rums to the world. I think that will be great fun over the next couple of years.
You're making me very thirsty now.
Yeah, exactly. You can't, yeah. And rum, one thing, I come from the Scotch industry, and rum is a very approachable liquid, and a phenomenal liquid to be able to blend and make cocktails. And in a world of people want a lot of flavor and complexity, but they also don't want. They want something easier, accessible into the spirits world, and rum is an absolutely great way to enter into a dark spirit world, and I think that's what's coming.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you in costume.
Absolutely. Let's go carnival.
Excellent.
And of course, they would have cocktail-themed entertainment as well. With the judges having made their decision, it was time to announce who the winner of this year's Global Cocktail Challenge would be. Wow, congratulations to Marv, and what a great evening. It's a new day and I've hopped onto a bus which is taking me deep into the island to do some sightseeing.
So after a particularly steep climb through a rainforest area where a lot of cocoa used to grow, I have just arrived at a place called North Deck. Now obviously facing north, this is supposedly one of the best views over the whole island, so I'm going to take a look.
Walking onto the North Deck, I've realised I've stumbled into a party. And upon seeing the stunning view, that was not the only surprise in store.
So unfortunately, the one thing I didn't bargain on is all the mist coming in. The view is completely obscured. I can't see anything at all. But the platform itself is still very nice. We're actually very high up in the tree canopy, and it really does feel like you're on top of the trees because of these very clever, well-situated holes where some of the highest trees in the rainforest are coming right up.
The weather will do what it wants, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. Not being one to shy away from an opportunity, I bumped into last night's entertainment.
So I've got a moment now with Marek, who is actually the only person to have won both World Championships in flair bartending, and he's going to show me a couple of his moves. Luckily, he's given me a bottle which is theoretically unbreakable, but we'll see about that. So where do we start?
So the basic grab is a beer grab. The same like you're holding a beer and you're drinking a beer, that's a beer grab. And then we have a tennis grab, as you pull the tennis racket.
Okay.
And you play tennis, right? So that's the tennis. It can be here, it can be around your head. That's the tennis. And then we have a beer. Perfect, exactly. And now when we have a beer, we will try the most important basic throw, okay?
Don't say basic so often, and then when I screw it up, it's not...
Don't worry. Okay, so, but it's a basic from the beginning because you need to start from this one. Every single bartender starting from this, and then it's growing and growing.
Okay.
Okay, so we are holding the beer grub, and we're gonna throw the bottle up and catch it back to the beer grub.
In the same way.
Same way, exactly.
Okay.
We're gonna do one rotation only. We'll throw the bottle in front of us, and we are kind of aiming our right shoulder, okay? So the bottle will go up, it will spin once. You need to throw the bottle above your head gently and aim your shoulder. Look. Hop. And then you see the hand is kind of weighted, you know? That's the pressure, you know? So throw it and wait.
No.
Okay? Yeah?
Wrong way round.
Yeah, don't change the grip. Okay, here we go, there you go. Let's go for the next one.
This is going to be a very long segment with me trying it over and over and over.
No.
Okay.
Remember, when you throw it, you aim your shoulder, boom. That's why I'm talking about the shoulder, because when it's going to your shoulder, you can't twist your hand.
Okay.
And then the bottle will land. There we go! Boom! Second attempt. Give it a try again.
Next world champion.
Okay, so when we do the handstand, you need to, first of all, you need to know where to make the handstand. So you put the middle of the bottom on top of your bones from the index finger and the middle finger, okay? Hold it, exactly. And try to go a little bit up and down. Yeah, without your knees.
Just this.
It's not an elevator, it's just hand up and down. Yeah, not too fast, very slow and gently. Okay, I think now we're ready. So now you're gonna hold the bottle in the middle, throw it up without waving on the side, and then put your hand under the bottle.
And land it on there?
And land it on top of it.
Impossible.
And try to wait at least 5 seconds. No, you can't do it. What's very important, you don't throw it too high, you just very gently up, and then your hand is going under it. Look. Boom. Up. Yeah.
Okay.
It's close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom!
Thank you so much for
Thank
showing
you.
me.
Big
That
pleasure.
was such good fun.
Yeah, now I see you at the competition next time.
It didn't take long to be accepted into the group's party, and before long I got chatting to an American bar owner, here for Carnival.
So Robin, I hear you've got a record-breaking bar in your hands.
I do. It's on Washington Island in the United States.
And how does one get involved with the Bitters Club?
You order a shot
Okay.
of
Got my
Angostura
shot.
bitters. You will sign your name, you will drink the shot, and then I will make you official after you drink it.
I want to be part of the club.
Okay.
Should we do one together?
Yes.
Okay,
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, yummy.
Yes.
Oh.
So I take that little bit that's
Okay.
in there, and I stamp it, makes you official. You are
Lovely.
now a member of the Bitters Club,
So I just need to sign it and then it's done.
and it's yours.
Wonderful.
Exploring Trinidad really is quite special. With its distinctly different environments so close to each other, it feels like there's always something new to see.
So obviously Trinidad is known for its beaches and the countryside, but I'm always keen to have a little look around the town area and see what's going on.
Port of Spain is the capital city of Trinidad and Tobago and is the country's second largest city after San Fernando. It is home to the largest container port on the island and is the country's administrative and primary retail centre. Put these together and there is no shortage of things to buy and sell.
So it's the Saturday before Carnival and the streets are already alive. They're just buzzing. There's people dancing, loads of music, but there's still a few peaceful areas, including here, just outside the Trinity Cathedral. And what I've noticed is a little bit like how the food in Trinidad is so varied and has so many different influences, so does the architecture. In the city, it's quite a lot of built-up areas, but there's also some beautiful old colonial buildings.
It's getting rather on the warm side. Time to cool down, I think.
So you obviously can't come to the Caribbean without heading to the beach. And it is Sunday afternoon, and I've come down to one of the most popular beaches on the island called Maracas Beach. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's still very busy. The music's on, and everyone seems like they're in a good mood.
The clouds may be present, but it's still quite warm, even in February. And clearly I'm not the only one who thinks so.
So we were talking before about how all of the Caribbean islands have their own distinct personality, and you can definitely see this in the terrain here. Obviously, because of where Trinidad is located, it does seem a little bit more like Central or South America, especially in comparison to somewhere like Antigua, which is a lot flatter, a lot more sandy beaches. Trinidad feels very lush and very green.
Everyone is so friendly, and before long I'm challenged to a race to the sea by a small group of island visitors, so I had to accept.
It actually looks quite nice when you look back towards the island with all of the mist going over the trees. Trying to body surf lately when another big wave comes in.
So I've just got back from the beach, and there has been a delivery to my room, which is my carnival outfit, and I'm so excited. This is honestly what I've been waiting for. It's very nicely presented. And this is the first time I've seen it too. Oh my God, that is so pretty. So, a very colourful bra. That's lovely, lots of jewels. And you might be thinking that this looks like quite a small outfit, but I've been told that anything goes at Carnival. Any shape, any size, any height, and everyone is wearing brightly coloured outfits. I have no idea what this even is. Where does this go? Maybe that's a headpiece, I'm not sure. Ah, so this is the waist belt. And then the bottoms. And these are the thighs. This is so exciting. I'll have to have a big trying on session in a minute and see how that goes. But Carnival is starting to feel more real now.
So it is 3 a.m. after about an hour and a half sleep, and we have come out onto the streets. We're not the only people. Crowds starting to gather, and today is called Juvet, which is a kind of street party, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what to expect. I know that we're going to get dirty, we're going to get wet, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go and check it out.
Juvet is a huge citywide street party and is part of the Carnival celebrations held across the Caribbean islands. In Trinidad, it symbolises the official start of Carnival and is translated from French as break of day. Its origins coincide with the emancipation from slavery in 1838, and part of the tradition here in Trinidad is to smear paint, mud and oil onto the bodies of participants, also known as jab-jabs. A tradition carried forward in remembrance of civil disturbances in Port of Spain, when people did the same thing to themselves to avoid being recognised.
I am well and truly covered in paint and mud and God knows what else.
The event starts in the early hours of the night and finishes a few hours after the sun rises. It's a long time to be dancing in the street, drinking and being covered in all kinds of things. In fact, before long, most people have resorted to just walking in time to the beat. Eventually, we come to a stop. This is where we will dance until we see the sun. With the arrival of the sun, the crowd explodes with elation. Coloured powder fills the air like a cloud, and tiredness is replaced with adrenaline-fueled fun and dance.
Watch me! I want to see the ladies. What we say? Say what?
Once a Trinidad reaching your vet is
We want to see powder.
As Juvet comes to an end, paint-fueled revelry is still taking place. It's a party of extremes. The exhausted bodies of partygoers litter the floor, still smiling after an amazing night.
Well, that was absolutely insane. The party just got wilder and wilder. And now the sun's up. People are still partying. I'm losing my voice and I am absolutely covered from head to toe. But that was so much fun.
Having spent hours in the shower and still a little tired, I'm out into the city once again, this time in search of one of Trinidad's most iconic instruments. I've arranged to meet Andrew, who has offered to show me how steel drums are created.
Alex, let me introduce you to one of our great inventors.
Nice to meet you.
Not inventor, but manufacturer of the greatest invention in the world, the steel pan.
A man of many talents.
This is Curtis Rennie.
Hi Curtis, nice to meet you.
And Curtis will give us a little demonstration on how he goes about making this lovely instrument, this magical instrument, the steel pan.
Can you give me a little bit of background about the instrument?
Yeah, well, the instrument started as a result of the banning of the African drums after the abolition of slavery. So we borrowed garbage can covers. But after you borrowed a garbage can cover and you had enough alcohol, you didn't remember where you borrowed it from, so you just never brought it back. So they started locking covers to the cans. And they couldn't get the covers off, so they shook all the garbage out and went making music on the cans. Over the years, people like Curtis have all come up with different ways of working on the instrument, different ways of enhancing it, different ways in its manufacture.
Lovely.
So it has gone through several little changes over the year.
Now I know the history, I want to see them being made.
Alex, this is the first stage of our pan making, right? We have to select a drum,
Okay.
right? Make sure there's no dents or rust or all these type of things on the surface and on the sides, because this is where we're going to do the instrument, actual instrument. So we first have to draft all our spiral lines like this on every mark, and we go like this around. We put the spiral lines because we want the drum to be sunk evenly.
Let's have a look.
Right. So like this is where he is, right? So we're going to start by hammering. Protect your ears. So we go like this right around, okay? Until we get into the center of the drum.
So that's quite a slow process. How long does this take altogether?
This takes about 2 hours and a half.
2 hours, wow.
Yeah, about that. Right, so after we've done that, we use these templates that we rest on between the two lines, and we mark out the front of the note. So we get every note, each note have a size and a length.
Okay. And this is the
Right.
getting one stage on.
Right. This is more going into the actual making, as you were seeing what I was doing just now. So after we don't draft the note, we have to countersink the note, which is using this hammer, and you'll hit along the line. And by hitting here and here, you'll get this in part to raise.
Oh yeah.
See, there's a raise there.
And that's how you're able to produce the notes.
Right.
Beautiful.
All right, thank you. All right, what do you want to learn?
Something easy.
Happy birthday?
Sure, why not?
Right.
Let's do happy birthday.
Okay, so what do you do? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to no, to
Okay.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Well, that was lovely.
Yes,
Thank you
yeah,
so
nice.
much for teaching me how to
Yeah,
make them.
Sure.
And for teaching me a tune.
Yeah, yeah.
It's another beautiful day here in Trinidad, and it's the day before Carnival. So I want to make the most of the time I have left before the big day.
This morning I got up nice and early to avoid the traffic, and I'm going to check out some of the beaches, but I had to stop on the way and take in these amazing views. This is the north area of the island, and it's actually a runoff from the Andes in South America, and this is called the Paramin Hills. This is an area known for lots of herbs and spices growing, and clearly, from what I can see and hear, bird watching.
The area has lots of magnificent viewpoints, and it can be really hard to take your eyes away from the constantly changing scenery. Just when you think it can't get any better, another sight almost demands you stop and take it in.
I've just made one more stop before we get to the beach, and it's another lovely viewpoint, but this one's a little bit special because it's called Turtle's Head, for obvious reasons due to the rock formation below.
The various different viewpoints are quite close together and have convenient places to park up safely to enjoy them.
So I did think that was going to be my final stop, but I've made one more stop because this is the Maracas viewpoint, and I definitely couldn't miss this. We've got incredible views over the Shodo Islands below, which are uninhabited and turns out they're bird sanctuaries. This is also a popular spot with people coming to get chow, which is a local dish covered in salt and pepper. And on a clear day, just in front of me, you can see all the way to Venezuela.
It really is breathtaking. Forcing myself away from the stunning views, I've finally arrived at the beach, and honestly, I'm lost for words. But before I settled down to relax, I thought I'd find out a little bit more about the beaches here in Trinidad and Tobago.
So we're hanging out on the beach today, and I've been chatting to a few of the locals, and Adoha has been telling me about how this is one of the best beaches on the island.
It is. In terms of Trinidad, I love Las Cuevas Beach the most. The most popular beach that people know about would be Maracas.
Yeah.
But and that beach is very vibrant, lively. You'll find a lot of the young people go there. There are parties there. And the bacon shark. How can I forget? So all the bacon shark you can experience there because we eat shark here, unlike some other countries in the world. And but for me, in terms of relaxation, in terms of a really nice beach to come to, in terms of a beach for family, a lot of families will come here, bring their children here because the water is a lot more calm, and I just love the beach because it's cozy and it has this nice rustic, pristine feel. So yeah,
it's actually quite
favorite.
Peaceful today. You get a lot of people coming down normally.
It will fill up. Definitely by midday, here will be packed for sure. And Ash Wednesday, which is the cool down day after the carnival, you'll find a lot of the locals and even the visitors will come to the beaches. So yeah, so that's it. This side, I love the beaches on this side. Of course, the best beaches in terms of, it's a twin island, Trinidad and Tobago. The best beaches are in Tobago. And that's sometimes
Can you say that if you're Trini?
Yeah. No, well, it's one island, it's one nation. So it's Trinidad and Tobago, and I can because I love Tobago. I love Tobago. I have a lot of friends in Tobago.
There's a lot of fishing boats here as well. Is this where the fishermen go out from?
Yes, they're actually around this rock. There is a fishing depot. So persons go there all the time. The fishermen come in all day. You see boats coming in there now. So yeah, persons go to get all variety of fish to buy there.
And you guys get amazing seafood here, right?
Yes. And I often buy from there as well. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I'm taking you away from your sunbathing time.
Yeah.
So lovely to meet you guys.
Okay,
Have a great day.
Nice meeting you.
So you definitely can't come to the Caribbean without making a little bit of time to lay on the beach in the sun. Now, I've been told that some of the other beaches, like Maracas Beach, has a little bit more of an atmosphere, but with such a hard week of partying, it is quite nice just to have a little bit of R&R. Right, time to cool off. So just 5 minutes down the road from Las Cuevas is another gorgeous beach called Tyrico, which is apparently not usually as popular, but it's just as pretty. Now, the beaches in other areas of the Caribbean, like Antigua, might be more famous worldwide because of the white sand, but to be honest, with this mountain scenery, I think this is just absolutely stunning.
After a couple of hours relaxing in the sun, I'm feeling a little peckish. Earlier on in the week, I turned down the opportunity to have some bacon shark. Here on Maracas Bay at Richard's Bacon Shark, I thought I'd experience behind the scenes and a chance to put my conscience at ease.
So I've managed to sneak into the kitchen and have a little look at how they start making the bacon shark. Now, the dough itself is just made with a simple flour, yeast and baking powder, and then it's deep fried in a lot of oil, as you can see, which makes it puff up.
The kitchen is incredibly busy, and the cooking staff are the epitome of efficiency. The seafood seems to be sustainable, and when it comes to making the dough, there is a little bit of a knack to it.
You do good, you do good. How are we going to do it? You folding it into the middle? I think you have to be Trini to make it work.
Confident in the food, I've decided to try a bacon shark. But first, I need to find the right condiments to accompany my sandwich.
So all that's left to do is try it. Wow, that's pretty damn good. So it's a really nice light batter, and the fish isn't too dry, but it is very good with some of the hot pepper sauce, but only if you like spicy food. That is good. Now I can understand why there's a queue all the way down from the beach, right round, just for the bacon shark.
After a good night's sleep, it's early Tuesday morning and time for the main event.
Good morning! It is 7 a.m. and as you can see, it's Carnival Day here in Port of Spain in Trinidad. And it's already a party atmosphere despite it being so early, and I'm marching with Hearts Band. So everyone has coordinated outfits. Our theme is blue and white. The boys have got a slightly more forgiving outfit of shorts with a waistband, and the girls are in one pieces and two pieces. And I'm so excited. It really feels pretty special to be able to be part of such an important part of Trinidadian culture. So everyone's starting to get ready to march now, getting some drinks, and I'm pretty excited to get going. So let's go and party.
Similar to carnivals held all over the world, the Trinidad and Tobago Carnival is well known for its colourful costumes and incredible vibe. The music is loud, so loud that you can feel it in your bones, which means you can't help but dance away. Soca music is the most commonly heard, with calypso being music that traditionally accompanied the day. True to the spirit of carnival, people of all shapes and sizes are wearing flamboyant costumes and dancing away without a care in the world.
It is 10 a.m, so we've been here for 3 hours, and I've already given up being sweaty. Everybody's very hot marching in the sun, but this is so much fun. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come here. Some of the outfits are absolutely incredible. Everyone's in high spirits, probably getting a little bit sunburned, but I am absolutely loving this.
We dance collectively on a predetermined route that leads us to the stadium located within Queen's Park Savannah. Energy is still running strong, with many people showing little to no signs of fatigue.
So the idea like blue and white. We've been made to line up with everybody else in the same outfit. And I think we might be going into the stadium here. But it's so loud, it's hard to hear what's going on.
Within the stadium, we are told to dance our hearts out as judges look out for those who get the most attention. TV cameras are on us, and not just from our team, and there are huge cash prizes available. This is the cumulative part of the day, but it isn't the first time we come into the stadium. The carnival parade leaves the stage, only to do another route and come back in. And repeat for the whole day.
I have just had the most amazing day. This is an absolutely insane party. Everybody's in such a good mood. And it's very hot. I've probably got a little bit of sunburn, but this was an experience that I'm going to remember for many, many years to come.
I've had a wonderful time here in Trinidad, and while I've come here during the country's biggest party, I've still found time to explore the incredible culture here and relax on the beach. This is an escape to paradise I won't forget. I'll see you again soon.